This conference will now be recorded.
That is our cue, I believe. Good afternoon and welcome to the MPO Policy Board meeting of the Area Plan Commission. It is 2:01 p.m. on Thursday, November 13th, 2025. The first order of business, I will call the roll. Please indicate if you are here. Tony Rosworski. Mayor Rosworski. Jody Hamilton.
Here.
Tom Murtaugh. Gary Schroeder.
Here.
Cindy Murray. Cindy Murray. Mike Gibson.
Here.
Larry Leverins. I just saw you, Larry. Steve Snyder. No Steve today. Debbie Calder.
Here.
Good afternoon. And Tracy Brown is not here quite yet, but we expect him any second. And then Aaron Easter here. The first order of business is the approval of minutes from the previous meeting. I will give everybody a moment to look that over. It went out with the packet, but just in case you want to take a last review before we vote. Whenever you're ready, I'll take a motion and a second.
So moved.
A motion
Second.
and a second. Any comments, additions, corrections to the minutes? Hearing none. Jody Hamilton.
Approved. Yes.
Gary Schroeder.
Aye.
Mike Gibson.
Aye.
Larry Leverins. Larry, I think you're still muted. We'll follow back around with Larry, I think. Debbie Calder. Debbie, do you typically vote on the minutes?
Do I what?
Typically vote on the minutes. I think you typically vote on minutes,
Yes,
right?
I do. Yes.
Okay. Perfect timing. Tracy Brown. I'll let him get set up. Aaron Easter approved.
He's on now.
I am
Hi,
on now.
Tracy. We are approving the minutes at the moment.
I approve.
Perfect. The motion passes to approve the minutes from the previous meeting. Resolution T2514, a resolution to amend the FY 2026 to 2030 Transportation Improvement Plan. I think that's you, Doug.
Thank you, Mayor. Good afternoon, everyone. This afternoon for our policy board meeting, we have two amendment requests to the TIP, and both are from the Indiana Department of Transportation. The first one, you see the first page of the staff report on your screen. It involves 10 projects that are currently shown in the information only table, or table 7 in the 2026 TIP. And the 11th project, we are making some adjustments to the State Road 225 truss reconstruction project. Going back to the 10 projects, when we were developing the 2026 TIP in late 2025 and early 2026, INDOT asked us to only program their financial constrained list in actual table 4, and these projects were not on that list. We do show them currently in the TIP, but in the information only table. So basically, we are moving these projects from the information only table to the actual financially constrained table. If you have a chance to look through them, 5 projects are on 52 or special 52. 1 is on 231, 3 are on 65, and 1 is a district-wide project. Pretty much all of them are maintenance except for 1 project, and it's shown on the screen right now, that one on special 52. This is a really exciting project, at least for me. NDOT will be adding bicycle and pedestrian facilities along 52, basically from 231 and heading east. What's also interesting in this project is that we, if you remember, flexed some of our Federal Highway Administration funds over to City Bus to make pedestrian improvements at the Paramount Drive intersection, and then also connect to the 2 bus stops, one on the north side, one on the south side. That project in our funding is in this project. So it's very excited to see this. And as you see, construction is targeted for 2028. Again, going back to the 225 project in the TIP, it currently shows total construction project cost of just over pinch over $7 million. And that is being increased to just a pinch over $10 million. I basically, from what I recall in the previous bids, the projects bids that were received were way over the engineer's estimate. So I suspect this is an increase to try to get this project let, and it's on a January bid letting of next year. As you see on the screen, the Technical Transportation Committee did review this request at their October meeting and recommended approval. And APC staff is also recommended approval to this board through your vote, Resolution T 25-14. Are there any questions or comments that I can answer?
Hearing no questions, I will take a motion and a second.
Make a motion to approve the resolution.
Thank you,
Second.
Mike. And second, Jody. We'll now do the roll call vote. Tracy Brown,
Aye.
Jody Hamilton,
Aye.
Gary Schroeder,
Aye.
Mike Gibson,
Aye.
Larry Leverins,
Aye.
Debbie Calder,
Aye.
and Aaron Easter. Aye. Total of 7 out of 7 votes. The next is Resolution T 2515, a resolution to amend the FY 2026 to 2030 Transportation Improvement Plan. Item A, NDOT. I'll let you take that one as well, Doug. Thank you.
Great, thank you again. This is a fairly straightforward, but yet an exciting amendment, at least for us planners here in the office. As you know, we do a number of crash reports and crash analysis, and we look at crash data that is available through the ARIES crash data. We also spend a considerable amount of time, basically what we call cleaning the data. There are a lot of challenges with it. One in particular is the correct location of the crash. So AASHTO, which is a national organization, has this safety software that NDOT will be purchasing that, as you see in the staff report, it says it cleans and combines the crash data and also assists in analyzing the data. So the cost of this is going to be spread over the 4 years. It's $2.6 million. And we thank NDOT for purchasing this. And as you see, we were excited to also hear that we will be having access to this software. So on NDOT's dime. So that will help us when we do our local analysis. The Technical Transportation Committee did review this amendment at their October meeting and recommended approval. And likewise, APC staff is recommending approval through your vote through Resolution T 25-15. Are there any comments or questions I can answer?
Hearing no comment. Can I have a motion and a second to approve 2.670 million for NDOT for the AshTowWare software?
So moved.
Second.
Motion and a second. I will do a roll call vote. Tracy Brown,
Aye.
Jody Hamilton,
Aye.
Gary Schroeder,
Aye.
Mike Gibson,
Aye.
Larry Leverins,
Aye.
Debbie Calder,
Aye.
and Aaron Easter. Aye. Thank you, Doug.
Thank you.
Next is our APC progress report. The first is the MPO update to the bylaws. Tim.
Yes, so this is something that we don't necessarily need any action on right now. It's just a work in progress, but we wanted to kind of give you guys a heads up that this is coming in the future. So essentially what happened is because of the functional class update process, we kind of realized that we might want to get a little bit more local representation on our technical transportation committee, specifically from some of our smaller towns, Dayton Battleground and Clarks Hill, which would kind of align then our technical committee with what the plan commission looks like. So in order to do that, we reached out to NDOT and Federal Highway to just kind of ask about the process. And through that, we learned that we should follow whatever it says in our bylaws. Well, we went to kind of look for the bylaws and we discovered that back around 2015, when this committee changed from the administrative committee to the policy board, there was supposed to be kind of an update to those bylaws to reflect that change. And as far as we can tell, that never really happened. So we are trying to clean that up. So that is something that we are working on. We do anticipate probably, I would say, early next year, we will be finalizing that and, getting attorneys to review that and make sure that it's okay with them as well as with Federal Highway and NDOT. And then we will be giving you a more complete presentation on what that entails. It wouldn't be anything too particularly different than what we're really doing. It's not going to change too much. It's mostly just codifying what we're doing. So just wanted to make everyone aware of that. Are there any questions?
Thank you, Tim. I believe the next item is the NDOT 18-month letting list. Back to you, Doug.
Hey, thank you again. We've got a lot of exciting news coming up. As you see on the screen, the list. We do not have any projects on NDOT's letting for this month, but we do next month in December. We have one additional auxiliary lanes to be installed on US 52 in the southeastern part of the county. Projects 2, 3, and 4 are exciting in that specifically pointing out the State Road 225 truss reconstruction repair project. We'll be closely following that and watching what that happens, especially in the afternoon or early in the morning afterwards to see what the bids came in on that. I'd like to go down to projects 5, 6, and 7 that are on a February bid letting. This is the City of Lafayette's 9th Street project. This is the first phase of 2. Going down a little bit further to project 8, a new project, and this is at various locations throughout the district. Soil nail repair on MSE failure walls. Not sure, I'm not an engineer, so I know it's important to have this stuff, but this is a new project on our list. I'm going one project down to project 9. This is the North 9th Street Bridge, bridge deck replacement. And then a few more down, project 12, another exciting local project. It's on an April bid letting. It says various locations, traffic signal. This is one phase of the emergency vehicle preemption, and this project targets the signals that are west of the Wabash River. Project 13 is a new project that has ITS traffic management component. Looking down further, project 18, this is a Tippecanoe County project on North River Road. This is the installation of pavement markings. This is safety funds that NDOT gave or basically opened up for projects to do such projects as this. Project 20 is a new project. This is a district-wide raised pavement markings refurbishing project. And then going to the next page, Project 21 and 22 are also new, and one is ITS and the other is signing installation repair. Boy, that's a tongue twister, at least for me. And those are district-wide as well. So that gives you kind of an up-to-date report on the 18-month letting list. Are there any questions or comments?
Any questions for Doug? Thank you very much, Doug. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Our next item is other business. Is there any other business to come before the MPO Policy Board this afternoon? It's not morning anymore. All right.
I do have one piece of other business.
Yes.
So currently we're using GoToMeeting for this digital meeting. I would like to ask or propose if Teams would be an alternative that others would appreciate or prefer. I see some nodding and a raised hand. We've made some changes in the back end in our office that would make Teams now, I think, more feasible. So we can maybe send out an email and see if everyone's in favor of swapping the Teams in the future. I see another raised hand, some clapping. Great. So that's the other business.
Thank you. I appreciate you bringing that up. Anything else before we move on to citizen comment? Okay, Aria, let us know when we are ready for our citizen comment time period.
Okay, I am timing us for 1 minute.
All right, any citizen comment?
What it's like to have to live like this.
Okay, it's been about 1 minute and there are no public comments on Facebook or YouTube at this time.
All right, thank you. That brings us to the last vote of the day, adjournment. If I could have a motion in a second.
So
Motion to
moved.
Second.
Thank you. And we will do, I think we still have to do a roll call vote for this one since it's online. So Tracy Brown,
Aye.
Jody Hamilton,
Aye.
Gary Schroeder,
Aye.
Mike Gibson,
Aye.
Larry Leverins,
Aye.
Debbie Calder,
Aye.
and Aaron Easter. Aye. Thank you all very much. I appreciate your time this afternoon.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.